To find all the possible rational roots of this polynomial, I would have to think about P divided by Q. P represents the constant. Q represents the leading coefficient. Be sure to understand that the leading coefficient is always the coefficient in front of the highest degreed x term. So when I'm looking at P over Q, I'm going to ask myself, what are all of the factors of 33? What are all of the numbers that I can multiply together to get 33? I could multiply plus or minus 1 by plus or minus 33, because 1 times 33 is 33. And I can have positive 33 times positive 1. I can have positive 33 times negative 1. And if I want to be technical, I have right here a negative 33, so it would be the positive and negative versions of those numbers. I also have 3 times 11. That would also give me 33. And I'm going to divide that by all of the factors of 2. What numbers can I multiply together to get 2? That's it. Those are all of the possible factors of P divided by all of the possible factors of Q. So now I'm just going to go ahead and write all of the fractions that these can turn into. So I'm going to take every numerator and divide it by every denominator. So I have plus or minus 1 over plus or minus 1. I have plus or minus 1 over plus or minus 2. So I've taken 1 from the numerator and I've divided it by all of the numbers in the denominator. And I'm going to go to my next number in the numerator. Plus or minus 33 divided by 1. Plus or minus 33 divided by plus or minus 2. I've done 33 divided by everything in the denominator. So now I'm going to go on. Plus or minus 3 divided by plus or minus 1. Plus or minus 3 divided by plus or minus 2. Plus or minus 11 divided by plus or minus 1. Plus or minus 11 divided by plus or minus 2. I'm done. I found every possible rational root. I've taken everything from my P's and I divided by everything from my Q's. Now, I'm going to have to simplify. 1 over 1 is 1, so I really just have plus or minus 1. This right here is plus or minus 1/2. This right here is just plus or minus 33. I can't simplify this anymore. I could change it to a mixed number, but it really doesn't matter for these types of examples. Mixed number. I'm done. So these are my answers. If anyone ever asks me what are the possible rational roots of that polynomial that we started with, it would be plus or minus 1, plus or minus 1/2, plus or minus 33, plus or minus 33 divided by 2, plus or minus 3, plus or minus 3/2, plus or minus 11, and plus or minus 11 over 2. Those are all of the possible rational roots. Those are all of the possible rational x-intercepts, zeros, or solutions. Now, these are the possibilities. That does not mean that all of these are actual roots, but these are the only possible rational roots I can have. I can still have imaginary roots. I can have irrational roots, but if I was talking about specifically rational roots, these are all of the possibilities. I would not find one rational root that was not listed here.